Hi everybody, it's Andy, man behind the camera. Paul's just off getting ready to, he's going in the pod first and then I am. I think he's liking these lives, so he chose me to be on camera for a little bit before he jumps in. I think we're talking about Scotland, our recent trip up there. Just talk about all the waterfalls and daftness we got up to and all the fun and messing about and all that type of thing. So if there's anyone there, anyone wants to come on, say hello. I can't read it from here because I ain't got my glasses on. But I'm sat nice and warm to a fire. And once he's done his 10 minutes or so, I'll jump in and do mine. There will be a viewer discretion for when I get in though. It's parental guidance only. It's not a sight people want to see. It really isn't. So I'm hoping he's done his hair and makeup. We should be coming through soon.
I think you can always go on your phone and then join in the chat room.
There's a delay on my phone though. Paul's just saying I should log in and go on it as well, but we have noticed there's a delay. I don't think I can manage that. Still not quite got his makeup ready. I'd like to see under the stars, but it's a bit of a cloudy night tonight, so it's not as nice as last time we went live. If anyone's interested in the makeup department, they definitely come out because him doing his own's taking way too long. You have a lot to answer for, Lorraine. You really do, because he's preening himself up too much. Howie, what you doing? Here he comes.
Hello everybody, dip day 126 from the Lumi Pod, live in the back garden with Andy and myself. So I'm going to do 10 to 15 minutes, answer any questions you've got, and we'll be talking about our trip to Scotland. Water temperature's 13 degrees, so I can see Tim's watching there, so it's a lot warmer than your ice bath, Tim.
Just a bit.
So Andy, what was your favourite part about Scotland?
Glencoe for me. Unfortunately it was raining, so it did spoil the look of the water, but Glencoe without doubt. When you're walking along the top, regardless of getting our feet stuck in mud and slip sliding God knows how many times, that little pool to dip in and then that canyon you could easily dip in is just magical. It's the water's just the cleanest water I've ever seen in my life. I think it's magnificent.
Yeah, I've got some great footage on that, but unfortunately, because it rained, the water's got onto the camera and it's all in slow motion. I was trying to do the video earlier, so it's going to take me a little while to get that one up.
Yeah, sitting in that water looking at the Three Sisters is something special. It'll take some waterfall to do that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so the Three Sisters, what's that, Andy? That's the three
The mountain range.
mountains
Yeah.
in the background. And then what the Glencoe is, it's a meeting of the three waters. So you've got three rivers / streams all running into each other. But it's absolutely beautiful.
Come on then, what was your favourite?
I think for me, well, I don't think, I really enjoyed the Falls of Fallock.
Yeah.
It wasn't something that we'd planned to do. And as soon as we saw the sign after we'd come out of the most haunted house pub in Scotland, which was brilliant, we were like two little daft kids. Should we do it? We didn't even have to ask each other really. It was just like, there's a sign. Before I knew it, we were pulling into the car park. And oh, it was spectacular.
Yeah, it's a thing of Instagram posts, that one, isn't it? It really is, where you walk along the path and then it has that cage that you walk through to then view it. It's spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, I did Google it when we were there, and I noticed a lot of people use it for jumping off, which is obviously something Andy hates me doing. But because I didn't know it, I didn't do the jump, and it was quite wild anyway. But I would love to see it in the summer. Looks like you can get right behind that one.
Yeah, it's only a small car park, but it's quite easy access, isn't it? It's a steady away walk down there. It's only what, 5-7 minutes, if that.
Yeah, all pretty much flat terrain.
But yeah, it was really nice. But you're right, we were like daft kids, because every time we saw a waterfall, especially on the way home, it was stop the car and jump out to see if it was dippable.
Yeah, so I took enough clothes to last for basically one disaster of getting soaked, and Andy only took one spare change of clothes, so he was literally soaked from the minute of getting out of the car in Scotland until getting home.
2 days, 2 sets of clothes should be more than enough. Unfortunately, Scotland thought different, so we certainly got a little bit damp.
And I love driving through the Aviti, was it Aviti?
Yeah.
Yeah, the mountain range there, just watching the water just pouring off the mountain tops like tears, just 20 to 30 falls on each one, just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it was quite good seeing behind the Drover Inn, which is the most haunted, voted pub of the year 1705, which I think is hilarious. They have really good banter in that pub. But behind there, as Paul says, there's just endless amount of streams coming down the mountain range. But there was certainly a waterfall, a good, I'd say a good 150 foot up. That looked as though it would have had a really good infinity pool, but getting to it would have been interesting.
Yeah, I can just say there, yeah, I loved his Braveheart speech as well. I was still laughing about it now. He's like a daft big kid, Mr. Wallace. But that's all we wanted to do was put on the pipes and drums and just blast them in the car whilst driving about. It's got to be done. Absolutely brilliant.
How you can go to Scotland, driving through the valleys like we were, having those massive mountains each side of us, and not listen to bagpipes is like, it's outrageous. It's a crime for Scotland not to.
You wouldn't have stayed in that pub. No, it's I don't know, I think it'd be interesting. I know.
You looked into the history, didn't you? There was a little girl that cries, a lone bagpiper, and then there was another one, wasn't there? Or was there another two?
Yeah, there's a few tales over the years, but it's worth looking into the history of it. The Drovers Inn in Scotland. Brilliant.
I just love the claymore above the fireplace.
You know when you said Claymore to me,
You were thinking Call of Duty.
I was thinking Call of Duty,
Oh,
like
man.
bomb. And then when I saw the sword, I was like, oh, that must be what a Claymore is as well.
That was way before Call of Duty, mate. That's yeah, Claymore's been the Scottish sword for many a year.
I tell you what though, I'd love to get you in some sort of battle scene, all dressed up in your Viking gear with your sword. I think you'd be in your element.
Yeah, I mean, when I used to go down to the beach, it was always just a woolen jumper and the towel around me. It was pretty much as Celtic as you could get, really, when you think about it. I had the kilt on and the woolly jumper. I was just missing the sword and the shield, and maybe it's the ginger hair.
Yeah, and your kilt.
Yeah,
Man, you look like you had a kilt on. You just had your towel around you most of the time.
yeah. Brilliant.
But yeah, we did one called Grey's Mare's Tale, and that was a bit of a, I think it's used for an adventurers group because it was full of apparatus at the bottom that you had to scramble over. I managed to get up close, but the waterfall was coming down like something else, and it was in a little valley, so the spray's coming at us. We were just getting soaked on the approach to it. But I've seen pictures in the summer and it looks lovely.
Yeah, that was when you're trying to trapeze, is that the right word? Over scaffolding poles to get the other side, and using wires to keep hanging onto the side of a cliff is more than just a little bit of a easy way to get across.
What's that Paul's wrote there? Andy likes...
Be gentle, Paul, be gentle. I do like spirits, you're absolutely right.
Does?
Tennessee spirits are my favourites.
Right, we're both whiskey fans.
No, I think he was talking about ghosts, though, because we've had a few conversations about ghost stories.
All right. What's go on then, enlighten me.
Oh no, he just had I think Paul had a moment where he may have seen the next door neighbour a couple of days after she'd passed, and I told him about some of my little adventures along the way, but I'm not ready to share them on Facebook yet because I'll be getting locked up, being a padded cell by the end of the night.
I love that one you told me. It's where is it? Just near Codbeck, Walbrook.
Walton Castle.
Walton Castle. Yeah, that was an interesting tale.
Yeah, it's a beautiful remains of just the main gatehouse now, and there's a bit of the kitchen still there and the cellars, but yeah, the history of the place is quite strange because there is, but there isn't. It's kind of all the records were done with, and so a lot of it now is lost. And but it's a great place. I love going there. I love going down to the old church, and it has a lot of links to the Stuarts and Robert the Bruce. That place. So, and as many who know me will know, the missus has family ancestry to Robert the Bruce. So I found out he was come from France and went up to Skelton of all places, his family, and built Gisborne Priory, and then off the trot to Scotland because France and England weren't really getting on very well. And a couple of generations later, a baby was born of Robert the Bruce instead of Robert de Bruce, and then history was made. But it's good when you start looking at the history, you realise the links that Scotland has down to the northeast, especially Middlesbrough with the rampant lion and Eramis, all taken from the de Bruce family motto as well, and their coat of arms.
I think this guy's knowledge on history is brilliant. Just entertains me all day long.
But anyway, back to the waterfalls.
Yeah, I'll just touch on, I obviously advertised Hershall Lynn when I put the live performance up, and that is for a lady, Christina Short, who came on one of our last dips to Colesland Falls. We've decided to do a birthday dip at Hershall Lynn over Bellingham in Northumberland, and that is on the 24th of November. We'll be meeting up at 11:30. All the details are posted in the event on the event section. So if anybody wants to come and join us on that, you're more than welcome. I think it's about a 45-minute walk from the car park, but it's beautiful woodland, very scenic, and you're just basically following the stream all the way up and crossing it multiple times over the bridges. Well worth doing.
And don't forget the disclaimer, this is an event that me and Paul are just doing. If you're coming down, you do so at your own risk. Don't want to sound too blasé, but you're all adults, so it is the blah 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 bit. And anyone that hasn't done it, whether it's walking or the cold dipping, seek medical advice before doing so. But you're all adults and you know what you're doing. So anything more to mention while we were up in Scotland, other than don't feed the deers because they're violent and carry a lot of serious disease? That was a nice post that we kept seeing on a regular basis.
The dry room situation was a bit of a disaster. Putting all our clothes in the dry room and still soaking wet the next morning.
Yeah. They did have 2 dry rooms, so whether or not we put it in the wrong one, I'm pretty sure number 1 was locked though, so I think that was the only one available to us. But an interesting little place. I haven't googled much about it, but it was all aluminium industry by the looks of it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Some massive factory houses just in the middle of nowhere. It was quite incredible.
I like the last waterfall, Spectacle L, which was basically, it was an old mill, and the story behind that, legend says, is that a young lad had fallen in love with the miller's daughter, and the mill owner disapproved of the relationship, and he banned them from seeing each other. So basically, in an attempt to get his own back, he used his spectacles and hid them in the thatched roof of the mill so they would catch fire from the sunlight, and it burnt the mill down to the ground. And you can still see a lot of the remains of the old mill, and there's a drawing, and it's absolutely huge as to where it would have been. But that was an interesting legend.
And really funny when you walked across the rocks and fell in.
Yeah.
That was very amusing.
Ooh.
It's always good to amuse each other.
Yeah, I like to go scrambling across the waterfalls, and on this particular one, I slipped and went into the plunge pool, and of course it wasn't shallow, it was nice and deep, and I'm trying to hold my phone out of the water, and Andy's just stood there laughing. We haven't spoke about the Devil's Pulpit yet, have we?
Oh, what a magical place that is. And no wonder it's been used in so many movies. It's, yeah, I mean, lethal to get down because of all the moss and the way the steps had fell and tumbled, and all the leaves on the stones. So it was pretty lethal. I mean, I don't mind admitting I slid down a few of them on my backside rather than fall. But once you were there, what a magical place.
Yeah, beautiful. It amazes me how the rivers or the stream has just cut into that rock over the years, and it's just gone so deep, and just a sheer rock face is it's like a red rock, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, like a red sandstone almost, and
just give a nice red Hugh.
I knew you were going to say that. That is, dear me, so funny. Knew it.
Well, you're just not happy with my intellect.
Yeah, we could do a vote on that one day. We could do a vote on that one day. We'll see.
Who is this guy who keeps putting these very well worded posts on Facebook, but when you talk to him, he's not very good at English.
Yeah, his videos might be scripted a little bit, where he's done a bit of research and did it first hand.
What's that? It is awesome how you can be so controlled in the Lumi pod, talking, remembering, and not seeming to feel the cold. Sorry,
Who said
you'd
that?
think, Andy, you'd just get up and read it for me, wouldn't you? But there you
I haven't got my glasses on, so even getting up I can't read it.
Oh, what's
The
up?
truth of the matter is he's shaking violently in the water, so he's getting to that point. But you're right, his control's excellent. It's been improving massively because he's always been Aquaman originally. That was his nickname down at the beach, and he would be an idiot and jump in the water and splash about and then not be able to get warm for quite some time. But now he's concentrating on his breathing, etc. And yeah, he's coming on so much better, so much longer.
What have I done there now? 15?
Yeah, it must
20?
be.
Right, well, I'm going to get out and I'm going to let Andy get in. I'll wait till he gets changed and I'll just sit here and, well, be cold.
I'll take 20 minutes now because you did.
Andy's saying he's going to take 20 minutes to get changed now. But yeah, we've got this set up in the back garden. I've got a little fire going down here actually for when I get out. But has anybody got any questions for us? Fire away. What's that? Yeah, the breathing does work. I'm not sure if there's a time delay on this. To what I'm speaking, to what the comments come up. Yeah, I'm starting to shake really badly now, so that's when you need to start listening to your body. And obviously you hit certain walls when you're in the water, you sort of feel uncomfortable and you think, well actually I'm okay, not in any danger at the moment, I can stop in another couple of minutes, and then you'll hit another wall and then you'll stop in another couple of minutes. But then there's a point where your body will just say, right, it's time to get out now. And I'm at that point. Right, Andy's just on his way now. Here he is. Right. Whoa.
Not seeing it. They're not seeing me scramble in like this. You're not seeing it. It's not happening. I need poles and joists and all sorts. Oh.
It's like a Paul Daniels thing, isn't it?
Ta-da! I'm in now, I'm in. I'm in.
Under the towel.
Yeah,
Abracadabra.
Wow! Go on. Oh! There's the water out. Slightly bigger now. You've warmed it up for me.
What's it on?
15.
15.
Yeah, it's got warmer.
Wow.
Oh, you've weighed in it, haven't you? That's the danger of sharing the water with you.
I might have done.
Yeah. There shouldn't be any brown salmon in here, that's for sure. Oh, dear me.
Right, I'm just going to go and get a bit of wood.
He's left me again. Unbelievable. Too big for these pods. It's no good laughing. He's going to get his makeup back on. Paul, I'm sorry mate, I can see that you've commented, but I can't read that from here. So I'll wait for Paul to come back and read that.
Come on, come on. What the temperature in the pod? It is 15 degrees.
Was 13, but since he's got in, it's gone up 2. So we can only imagine what he's done in the water, people. Leave your comments below.
It's looking a nice tint of yellow there.
Oh, lovely.
So we went to Tim and Leanne's workshop yesterday. It's Redcar Mind and Body. That was really good. Leanne's offering one-to-ones for Ayurvedic, yoga, meditation.
He said a word there that I don't understand, people. What about you? What was that?
Ayurvedic.
So what is it? Oh, he said it, he doesn't know, look. He doesn't know what it is.
Does anybody know what that is?
I think, speaking of Leanne, it's all about centering. Rather than just the balance, it's centering. I think.
Yeah. Well, they do a mind and body workshop, so I attended last year, and it's all about introducing healthy habits to basically nurture yourself, look after yourself, take forward about diet, journaling, meditation. So there is a post on my Dip Day 125. Have a look on that and get on the website and see if there's anything on there, or just contact Leanne and see if she can cater a one-to-one specifically for you.
Paul, you're right, 15 degrees is nothing. It's almost tropical.
You should have tried that 3 degrees yesterday, Paul.
Yeah, that was a different ball game altogether.
Oh. But it's definitely an eye-opener for what we're going to have to get used to in the winter.
That's been mentioned there, mate.
I think no fun either. I think it's made up.
So where do you want this to go, Paul? Tell the viewers what you want to achieve of Just a Man in the Water.
So, where my idea of this going is to basically set up a non-charitable, non-profit
charity. God. And this is what cold water can do to you sometimes. It can play with your finer motor skills and you go a bit brain dead.
Yeah, so set up a non-profit charitable company where we can help people for well-being, get them out on, get some funding and get them out on dips and out in nature to help the well-being. I want to promote more places for people to go wild swimming, so we're hopefully going to start looking at developing an app where people can basically have their input. If they've found somewhere good, they can go for a cold water dip. And all the places that we've been, and we're going to start rating them from sort of red, amber, green for difficulty. What's that I've got Paul's put there? He's done 5 degrees and that was enough. Cheers, Paul, we'll keep it going. But yeah, we're looking at setting up just this charity to help people promote the benefits of cold water dipping, and I want to definitely get this challenge finished. I want to do 365 days, a full year of dipping, and it's done wonders for me so far. Yeah, people have been a bit worried about me recently, but that's all about me not concentrating in the water as well. So I've decided to start shooting my videos before I get in the water, and then the time in the water is just going to be, well, apart from tonight when we've done this live, but when we're out and about, it's going to be me sort of just getting the full benefits of cold water.
Yeah, I think it's because it's helped both of us so much. We want to try and reach out and help other people. The idea of being able to, people that don't have cars or are struggling financially because of, I mean, the cost of living, dear God, it's going to happen again, isn't it? This budget's going to happen shortly, and people can't afford to drive an hour, 2 hours somewhere to go and see a wonderful waterfall. So the idea of being able to have funding, have a minibus and pick people up and take them places doesn't necessarily mean that they have a disability, but if they're struggling just financially as well, it's to help people out, because we know how good the benefits of the cold water are. And
not only that, it creates a community, doesn't it? I mean,
yeah,
the amount of people we've met now just doing this and getting people together, it's just brilliant. I mean,
and the app's also going to be community based. So yes, we've concentrated on the northeast a lot, or going across the country in almost a straight line to the Lake Districts, because we can, and it's, there's a million between here and there. It's very much a case of we want people to come forward and tell us about their favourite waterfalls. So inbox us even now, and we can start planning stuff and going to waterfalls. And if it's a trip up to Scotland like me and Paul have just done, we can organise something on a bigger scale. Certainly do a youth hostel, but it's organising a minibus for a larger amount of people. And if we're going down to Wales, I know Paul's going down to Wales shortly. We've done Wales together, we've done Wales separately, so it'd be good to take a crew with us. Quite a few of us go down there would be a good experience.
so many people, men and women, will benefit from this therapy. There's not enough support.
I think you have to click on it to see more as well there, don't you? Sadly, there is more than that comment by the looks of it, but yeah,
it's not coming up.
We can't quite read it at the moment, but
I was going to say something. What was I going to say?
about it being focused.
Oh no, I was going to say about the app actually. We've started planning all the pinning them in Google Maps, all the dips we've done. We're up to about 123 now, aren't we? Locations.
And we've barely scratched the surface. There is so many more. Like I say, a lot of ours. There's a few in Scotland. There's quite a few across the country, that, and still so many that we haven't touched. So as I said, get in touch with us. Let us know where your favourite waterfall is. We seem to repeat locations because of easy location for us. I know that some of my favourites are Cauldron Falls and Cotter Force and Gibson's Cave, and there's a little one called Hood's Hope Beck that are kind of my little favourites, along the lines of Falling Foss, Beck Hole, Mallion Spout. And we've done them ones, but we will travel, and we will come and see them if people are letting us know what they're like and where they are. We'll set up, and that's where the charity bit comes into it, because we are spending a lot of money travelling
to have a look at these waterfalls and stuff, and it would be nice to set something up for to get some type of funding to allow us to keep doing that, and then eventually for it to be a charity where we're managing to see location instead of driving all the way there like Grey Mare Tail, where the idea of organising that and then turning up and seeing what it was would have been frightening. It was frightening for me, never mind a lot of other people that we know go dipping, so it would have been a disaster. So we do have to go there and recce them. We do have to go out there and do our little green light system to see what the parking's like, what the distance to get there is like, the terrain and etc. Because we want it to be fun for people. We don't want people to go there and feel bad about what they're doing and not capable, or feel as though they're holding people up when they're walking, because that's the one thing I do. My knees are knackered. I've had knee surgery upon knee surgery, and one of the worries I always have is that I'm not able to keep up with people or get up and down Dale, as they say in Yorkshire. But yeah, so the aim is make it accessible for everyone, because we know how good it's been for us.
Yeah, and Grey's Mare Tail certainly wasn't accessible for you, was it?
No, I got about halfway and realised I just couldn't get down. There was a drop down of about 4 foot, and there was no way I could physically do that. I just couldn't have done it. And 4 foot doesn't sound much, but when you're just stepping on a bit of wrought iron that's attached to a cliff edge, then yeah, it makes it slightly different. But yeah, all well and good you laughing. He's the mountain goat and I'm a walrus for a reason. But yeah, it's all good fun. We're learning places, we're new experiences. Like Paul said, we're trying to tap into people that we know. So we have promoted Leanne and Tim. We've promoted the likes of Ruth. We've Kismet Studios, the
Yoga Beard.
Yoga Beard, yeah. And we want to keep doing that. There is a lot of other people that we want to.
Whitby Wellbeing.
Yeah, Whitby Wellbeing's another one, but there is other people that do breath work that we want to work with. And as this charity unfolds, we would love to be able to involve those people, so it wouldn't just be a dip. It might be some yoga involved. It might be a well-being writing class to journal, etc. It might be the saunas at the side of it, and hopefully it'll just get bigger and bigger. And the one big thing is, we'll always say it, is you leave no trace, do you? What's the saying? You only leave footprints in the sand. So yeah, we'll make sure if we are turning up to a place en masse, the small businesses will make money out of it, and we won't leave a mess.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good so far. Did get a little bit bigger than what I thought it would be initially, but taking on a challenge and enjoying it now. We're learning a lot of things as we go, aren't we? We're learning how to improve it. We're learning more about ourselves and the type of things that we want to do. So it's been good.
Well, ultimately, it's a journey. It's a challenge, and it's a hard challenge. We're not fortunate to live right in the doorstep of the water. I mean, it's, even though we're like about 8 to 10 mile away from the sea, just to go to the sea and dip in for 10 or 15 minutes takes an hour or so out of your day, and it can build up. So that's why, unfortunately, in the winter you're going to see a couple of repeat locations, and this pod is definitely going to be one of them, and I'm no doubt the sea will be one, and Yarm will definitely get one. Weary Bank and Preston Park will be them, but hopefully on weekends and days off, etc., we'll be able to go a bit further afield and show you what amazing places are within 2 hours away from here, and if we have to travel further afield, we will, but I'm sure financially there'll be few and far between, unfortunately.
We're both hoping, praying, I'm going to manifest a nice frozen waterfall this year.
I was thinking lottery win there, but frozen waterfall.
Alright, well,
Manifest a lottery win.
well, we can have two, can't we?
Yeah, a frozen waterfall, spectacular. I've managed it once.
Alright, so I'll beat my frozen waterfall while you've got your lottery win.
Yeah, but yeah, once you watch the likes of Wim Hof smashing his way through ice, you always want to do something like that.
My shadow looks like Tintin.
Brilliant, brilliant. That is so funny.
That's quite cool, that.
Oh, you started him off now. That'll be his new logo next week.
Just a shadow on a fence.
It looks like Vanilla Ice with that haircut.
Ice, ice, baby. I have seen some amazing places through watching the post that I didn't even know existed. Yeah, there's been a few said that, and there's also people that watch that aren't fortunate enough to be able to get out, and they've fed back to us that they really enjoy the videos because it's places that they wouldn't be able to get to, and it's nice that they can get to see it. So I do like that we are promoting and helping people that are sort of stuck in the living rooms or sort of stuck in the houses, and just showing them what's out there. I mean, we're no David Attenboroughs, but give it our best shot, don't we?
Oh, we try our best, mate. And if you could only see, one day I will video Paul while he's doing his videos and show you the behind the scenes. Because believe me, they are funnier than you could ever imagine. Running up and down a river's bank just to try and make it look like a drone shot. Jumping in and out of water, it's hilarious, absolutely brilliant. But yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Small steps.
If anybody's got a spare drone and want to send it our way, appreciate that.
Well, what you should be saying, anyone with experience of a drone, please get in touch. Come down on our next waterfall adventure and highlight your skills, because it'll promote your skills as well. You never know who's watching. Someone might need that for a business opportunity. So, yeah, come down, show the skills of your drone, and away you go.
This is so true. Accessing beautiful places for both of you. Oh, thank you.
Right, no idea what time I got in. It's 7:15 now. I'm pretty sure I got in more than 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, I think that's it. We've done our time. I think that's Dip Day 126 smashed. Did I say that right?
Yeah, I believe you did.
Thank you for tuning in, everyone. It's been great chatting. And what's that? My dad's saying my brother's got a drone. I know, but you know what he's like. Trying to get him to do anything is near impossible. No, he has said he would come out with me one day, but
Life gets in the way.
Yeah, life gets in the way. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. This has been Just a Man in the Water and the Walrus. Dip Day 126 in the Lumipod live.
See you later,
See you
people.
all tomorrow for Dip Day 127. Woo!
He's an idiot.